Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back with some more Oxygen Not Included, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different as we're about to get ready for our 3-week holiday to Australia. We are going to try out max difficulty. Panic mode activate. Hope you do well, Leofar. Hello, Genom, please. We fed the fish today to actually get them to come on camera, but yeah, we have a plan. So, you know, a while ago... Come on, game. There we go. So, you know, a while ago, I was complaining about the fact that we played the lab seed. We played the Skewed Asteroid. This one. It's a fixed seed. And we thought it was going to be an interesting challenge, but it turned out that it was too easy. It wasn't much more challenging than a normal Terra asteroid, and it was actually easier because you had the 2 gold volcanoes, and even though they were in a really hot enclosure, because the gold comes out as a liquid, you can literally just get it to self-seal the chamber and just have the liquid gold drip into some polluted water. So you can actually get it set up faster than usual. But I figured, how can we make this more interesting? Let's try a max difficulty, because you guys have been asking me to play max difficulty in Oxygen Not Included for literal years at this point, and I've never really felt like it, but we have to try it at least once, and this seems like a good time to actually, you know, give it a try. So, we have played this map before, but that was, like, Christmas a while ago. So, I don't really remember that much, apart from the gold volcanoes, magma being on the left, but we didn't get very far in. I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks, so I'm going to be gone from September 27th to October 19th, or thereabouts. I'm going to see family, and we're just going to go explore the East Coast in general. It's going to be great, but I am going to be gone for a while. I'm going to try and get some shorts made to go up on the channel, on the YouTube channel, while we're gone. And hopefully I have time to do that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it for absolutely ages. But let's actually go through... I love how the World Gen seed is just 7 as well. Now we need to go through each of the settings and see what they do. So first of all, we've got disease. Affects duplicates' chances of contracting a disease after germ exposure. So they're going to be outbreak prone. The whole colony will be ravaged by plague if a duplicate so much as sneezes funny. Okay. Hunger. Default calorie burn rate, rubbly tummies, and then ravenous. Your duplicates are on a seafood diet. They see food and they eat it. So I believe this doubles the amount of calories they eat per day from 1,000 to 2,000. So that's going to be fun. That's going to have a big impact on things, because you know how I like to normally play this game. I normally like to just mine for initial food and leave actually farming as long as humanly possible. Like, we have gotten to Mushbar territory on a couple of runs just because I haven't felt like setting up food. So that's going to be very relevant. Morale. Adjust the minimum morale dupes must maintain to avoid getting stress. So this is going to go to Draconian. The finest of the finest can barely keep up with these duplicate stringent demands. I don't remember exactly how much this decreases morale by, but it's a fixed value and we can check it as soon as we get in the game. Durability. Suit durability. I'm not sure this is even going to end up relevant. Suits wear out much faster than usual. They're no tailors. Meteor showers will adjust the intensity of meteors. Doomsday. An onslaught of apocalyptic hailstorms that almost feels personal. I'm not sure that's relevant to the Skewed Asteroid. We'll see. Radiation. I think this is one that's going to end up relevant. Critical mass. Duplicates feel ill at the merest mention of radiation and may never truly recover. That's a little bit of hyperbole. I think it doubles the amount of radiation that dupes that impacts dupes. Does it actually reduce their like radiation sickness thresholds? Is that how it works? Because if radiation is just doubled across the board, that could technically be a positive, right? Stress. This is a very impactful one. Frankly depressing. These duplicates were never taught coping mechanisms. They're devastated by stress as a result. So this just adds a fixed amount of stress to dupes all the time. That means we're going to have to make very specific measures to avoid them getting stressed out at almost nothing. And possibly this is going to be a race to find the sleep machine. Obviously stress reactions and care packages are turned on. You know what? Let's turn care packages off. That feels in spirit of what we're doing here. And we're going to turn teleporters off as well. We're not going to teleport everywhere. We're just going to try and see what happens on the Skewed Asteroid. Bionic wattage. Energy vampire. These bionic dupes drain batteries like it's their one job. So I believe this makes it so that bionic dupes consume 400 watts each instead of 200 watts. This in fact means that a bionic dupe running on a wheel will no longer power itself. So we're probably not going to see any bionic dupes this time. We'll see. And Demolio Impact, I don't think this makes a difference. We're going to set it to imminent extinction. I don't think it matters. Okay. Alright. Well, it's the exact same scene as before. We've got all the story traits on. We can turn them off if we want. I'm going to leave them all on. DLCs. DLC content. I believe most of this is just disabled. I can enable it. I don't think mixing it in really works. I mean, I could see what happens if we mix it in. And to be fair, you know what? We haven't actually done that before. Let's just mix in the biomes. And can I actually do this? Let's activate all of this and see if it works on the lab seed. I don't think it will, but we can give it a try. Let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, then we'll just cut this out. We'll try again. But there we go. Let's go. Does the seed germinate? Is it going to work? I'm not totally convinced. You can't see it. The loading meter is going up. Okay, it's generating the other asteroids now. I'll be very curious to see if we actually get the DLC biomes mixed in. Well, it's succeeded, apparently. That's good. And now I'm gonna pick the dupes. So we're definitely not picking any bionic dupes. So we want standard dupes. Everyone's still wearing their outfits from the prehistoric DLC. So, what are we gonna want? So we know food is gonna be really important. But at the same time, I feel like we can just print farmers. At the end of the day, mealwoods are going to get pretty far pretty early on. We're not trying to do the achievements or anything. We're just trying to survive. We know that we need a researcher. We know that we don't need a flatulent dupe. So let's pick a researcher. We know we're going to want this. So, reroll. Do I want to hybridize everyone into building? That might be a good option. Immune to Immune to food poisoning seems good. Because the dupes are going to get germs from everything. And we're not particularly conscious of food poisoning normally. That feels a little bit like cheating. So let's not do that. It's not cheating, but like, I want to suffer. So let's just pick some generic, strong dupes for the task that we're doing and see what happens. I think shriveled taste buds and unpracticed artist will do. Having the researcher have good morale. Let's have one good morale dupe, and then we can see how much of an impact it makes with the difficulty settings. Yeah, the immune perk's really good, but maybe we make one dupe immune. That seems fair. And then obviously whoever we get is whoever we get. So let's see. I think we want. Do we want a digger? Because we could just print someone with hard digging to start with. But equally, we're going to want to dig a lot to begin with. But we're also going to want to farm more. I think we do pick a digger because our initial food is going to be based on digging. So let's do that. Let's have a look. So we've got Travaldo. Again, do I want to hybridize any of these guys? I'll tell you what. You could be the food poisoning immune dupe, the digger. That seems good. And then what should our final dupe be? I feel like if we were ever going to have a run where we just start with a mechatronics guy, it's this one. Because we know we're going to need massive food production quickly. So I think that makes sense. Because if we just do mealwoods everywhere, we're going to run out pretty quickly. Alternatively, we get a farmer and we make a load of seeds. And then we do a load of pip planting. But I don't think we have pips on the Skewed Asteroid. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we do. So we probably shouldn't rely on that. Are we going to be constrained by not having a builder? I don't think so. A rancher could be pretty annoying, because we need to give the rancher 2 skill points. But is mechatronics going to be more important than ranching in general? I don't think so. I'll tell you what, let's get a hybrid farmer rancher. That seems like a decent idea. Germ resistance. I don't really want the germ resistant one. Obviously that'd be good, but I'm trying to get an objective view of what max difficulty is like, so we can decide whether we want to do it in future. So we want farming as well, I think. Frostproof might be handy, but I feel like that's kind of going against the spirit of the challenge as well. Although having only one dupe be frostproof seems pretty balanced. And we don't know the impact that chilly surroundings is going to have on max difficulty, so maybe it's worth having a frostproof dupe. I don't really like having only a +7 bonus, but I don't think the bonus actually matters too much. We just need a dupe that has the interest. I want to get one that's farming and ranching. Wow, this is a dupe, but I really don't want to do bottomless calories. Oh, here's a fun thing. Does bottomless calories get scaled up by difficulty? Is this going to be -3,000 calories per cycle? I don't think the game puts that in the tooltips. That might be fun to test, but a destructive Frankie does not seem like a good idea. We want to actually make sure that our dupes all have decent stress reactions, because if someone destroys something important really early on, that's going to be a big problem. That sounds kind of fun though, doesn't it? Should we take Frankie just to see if our duplicate tier list holds up and Frankie destroys the whole colony? I think we've got to test some stuff. I think we do this, because you're fast, and that's going to help us out. Okay, let's do that. We get an ugly cryo crew? No. I want to pick like a motley crew. I don't want to like try and cheese max difficulty. I want to just see what it's like. So we picked a fast dupe that eats a lot of calories. We picked a dupe that doesn't get germs, and we food poisoning germs, and we picked a dupe that has good morale buffs. And we're gonna see the impact that germs, morale, and calories have. I guess calories is a pretty lame one, but frankly, I think I just want the athletics. I think we're gonna do this. So, max difficulty is gonna be the name of the colony. I think we're done. Yeah, so Frankie, Camille, and Tribaldo. Oh god. Let's see how this goes. I'm not This is going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Everything's just a little bit skewed. Yes, it's been knocked off its axis. I need to recalibrate my approach to colony building. You can say that again. Right. Now, I'm hoping the FPS is going to be a little bit better than last time. Because last time we started a new run, it was pretty bad. But I don't know why. So, right. Let's have a look at a few things first. So, stress. So you can see, frankly depressing, highest difficulty just adds 20% per cycle. We do get the New Hope bonus for 3 cycles that counteracts that. But after that, all bets are off. Frankly, if we just lower morale alone, that's going to cause stress. So it's going to get hard. We start with 2 morale. That's not very high. I think that's fine. Let's see. So, calories. Oh, let's have a look at Frankie. Calories. Okay. So we have determined that bottomless stomach does not scale with difficulty. So Frankie eats 2,500 calories per cycle. This is good. This is a relatively good deal, I think, because we're going to have to make a larger amount of food anyways. That seems worthwhile. If we look at the shine bugs, it seems to me like the radiation is the same, and the radiation sickness thresholds are going to be lower. That's what it feels like to me. Right, schedule. I don't think we need to worry about that too much just yet. Let's actually just get started normally. So let's set enable proximity. I always forget to do this. High attacking priority, high life support priority, very high toggling. Camille can have high digging. Frankie can have high ranching, and I guess farming. And Travauda could have high researching. And then let's give them a few other things. So Travauda could have supplying, storing, and tidying, because that's going to be relevant to the actual research. Camille... Okay, let's give Frankie building as well, because Camille's going to be digging a lot of the time, and I think that's actually just fine. Okay. Let's turn the music back up. I always turn the music down in the main menu, because it seems too loud. Okay. So, the advantage of the Skewed Asteroid is the CO2 sinks to the floor pretty easily. So that'll be handy. If we actually get going very quickly... Wow, Frankie's fast. If we look at the breath... Hold on. What does this say? Let's see. Hold on. There's something in here. Okay, this is their germ resistance. So everyone has -2 germ resistance. 27% of Camille's exposure to slime lung germs will cause slime lung. And then zombie spores is obviously very high. Okay, Camille is immune to food poisoning. 50% of food poisoning exposures will cause food poisoning. So we need to be really on the ball about that for a change. You'll have radiation resistance of 0. If we have a look... Ah! Hello, Neo! What do you want to do? Who do you want to rename? Are you renaming someone Arisia to Pat? Is that actually what's going on? We're doing max difficulty. You've asked for this for absolutely ages. No, you're not asking for that. Okay, good. Be specific. Oh, wait, you can't get over there? What do you mean? What do you mean? You lie. Oh, someone else is coming. Oh, Camille is... No. You're just figuring it out. You're a bit slow figuring it out. Which dupe is most likely to get them into trouble? Frankie. We printed a Frankie on max difficulty. I think you know what that means. We have a destructive dupe at the very start of the game. I am just going to preemptively dig out all of these buried objects as well, because we may need them immediately. Let's go up here as well. Right, so you want Frankie to be Neo. Right. Neo Deus Machina. There you go. Yes, this is our challenge where we're going to try and do this to make sure that we actually just see what max difficulty is like. The stress is already creeping up. Why? I think they started with 5% stress. I'm not going to worry. There's the starter hatches. They're already eating the rock. That's good. We're probably going to ranch load them to begin with. Am I just going to feed them all the rock on the map to survive? Possibly. There is a cool steam vent up here. We do have to be aware of that. Let's just do some normal stuff as well. Obviously, this is a large chute. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some doors here. Don't be surprised if the initial base looks almost exactly the same as it did when we tried this seed like 2 years ago. I don't remember what we did, but I think my logic for doing stuff is going to be very similar. So this is where we're going to put all the research stuff. And then we're going to have the actual access shaft be over here. Now, we don't have a dedicated builder as well, so maybe I shouldn't be going quite so hard on these doors for now. So let's leave a couple of these doors. I'm sure the airflow will sort itself out later. And we're going to speed 1 it for now. Now, thankfully, the frames actually seem good this time. I don't know why, but when we were doing the Prehistoric Planet pack, the frames were not good at the start. This time they are. I believe we're just going to go over here and build the pitcher pump. Let's just do that. Is that fine? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just make sure that nobody is getting wet. I sense I'm going to have to think very hard about the things I don't normally think about. So, let's build a ladder here. And then let's actually just dig up here, up here, up here. And then I think for now, I'll just put the beds here. We can dig up the oxalite, actually. That would be a good shout. And then we can just put the beds here. Because I want to make sure that the dupes are getting their full sleep. I think this is the run where all of our actual early game micromanagement that we've really gotten down to a fine art is going to pay off. That's what I'm hoping for. We've got more water over here. We've got the vacillator. That's good. There's no slime lung in here. We have to be... Well, we're normally very cognizant of slime lung. But if we let it out, then we're in real trouble. Because... Oh, no! Ah! Wait. Get out of here. Oh, God. How have we done this already? I mean, the water can drain into here. That's fine. That's not a problem. But I need... Frankie, I need you to do this now. We need to let the hatch out. In fact, do this. And then do this. I know! I'm letting all the water out immediately. Ugh, God. Okay. We're fine. If we get everyone over here, this should be fine. Right, we need to make sure that the water doesn't spill over. I think we can resist it by digging all the soft tiles. Okay. The, no, come on! Come on! Hatches can't jump. Okay, they can't jump like this. You're gonna have to dig that one too. That's fine. Right, okay, we're fine. Oh, God. Right, okay, the hatch is safe. We do not want any of the hatches to die. Right, so we're doing this differently now. So the pitcher pump is gonna go here. And then... Okay, yeah, good. We did the maths correctly on the water. We didn't actually spill any of the water down here. That's good. Okay. Then we just need to get in here. That's fine. This is just going to be to the bedrooms. Or the barracks. Obviously, all the sand's going to come out immediately. We also do have to tile this immediately. And in terms of the bathrooms, where am I going to put the bathrooms? Because I was going to probably put them over here somewhere. I could put them down here. An advantage of what is going on over here is that we could just get in here pretty easily and put the bathrooms down here. Yeah, let's do that. I will just put the ladder here so we can get across. And then I think for now, yeah, we want to tile this. We want to tile this because we know the door's going to go there. So let's put the doors there as well. Why are you idle? You're not idle. You're building the tile with your mind. You like to do that a lot. Right. Beds. We're going to give everyone the Prehistoric Planet Pack stuff. We're going to pretend that we're doing the Prehistoric Planet Pack again. Yeah, I know. We're doing a limited time challenge and we're not playing the DLC. I want to see if the biomes got mixed in. I don't think they will, but we can investigate. It's worth checking, isn't it? I am just going to keep it on speed 1, because I just want to make sure these dupes are alright. Oh my god. That was close. Can you imagine if we just dropped Travaldo down here immediately? Thankfully, the dupes are a little bit smarter than that. Okay. That seems good for now. I'm going to be very sparing with building ladders if we can manage that. So we're building the bathroom over here and the water's friggin' over here. That's not the best idea in the world. We'll resolve that in a bit. But I just want to make sure all the CO2 drops down here. That's really important to me. So let's... I think we should just err on the side of caution and make a slightly larger bathroom than usual. So let's put 2 in. And maybe we put the oxygen diffuser down here. Okay, I think this is what we do. I think we actually dig out all of this. And then we actually have Oh, you know what? Ah, cock. What do I do? I could have one on either side and have them go in both ways. We've got to make sure they're not spreading germs. That's really, really important. So I wanted to have the access shaft on this side. Oh, I put this too far forward anyways. This is supposed to be 11 wide. Wait. Yeah, it's supposed to be 11 wide. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to put another access shaft there. Right. Just dig all of this out. Dig all of this out. We'll get these bathrooms built, don't worry. But this was supposed to be over here to begin with. So let's actually just go ahead and do that. I'm fine with the hatches hanging out in here for now, actually. That seems reasonable. So ladder can go there. And then just here as well. And then I want to seal this. We'll have the actual bathrooms be over here, then have the sinks be over here. That makes sense. Or the wash basins. So wash basin, and then we'll put some single wide buildings down here. So outhouse. Wait. This is 12. I wasn't supposed to make it 12 wide. You know what? We're just going to roll with it. This base and this base alone is going to be 12 wide because it means we can do 3 outhouses and three things. I'm going to stop getting so hung up on my usual hang-ups. Hello, Brinry. You're going to get some mileage out of this run. We're doing max difficulty. We're going to see how that goes. In fact, actually, don't even bother with that. We're just going to put the door here. I'm going to build extra bathrooms in. We are going to make very, very sure that this doesn't happen. And I'm going to set this access once we've constructed all these works. Doesn't this base layout look like the one that you did 2 years ago on the map? It shouldn't. That's partly why I'm mixing it up. Because, well, first of all, we only got 3 streams into that one because we got bored. You saw the hatch incident. Good. So we're going to go for probably... So we're doing it today, tomorrow, and then for 2 more weeks. So we should have 8 streams of this one, which is probably going to be about 200 cycles. Oh, there was sand here. Okay, I guess you are doing the door. There's no way I remember what it looked like then, but I don't remember what I was wearing yesterday. I was going to say, if you actually remember what my base looked like back then you're doing very well. You're doing better than me. I think we're nearly done on this. We haven't trapped anyone, have we? No, you're all in different parts of this. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and do this for now. I want to release the hatch from here. I kind of just want to let all the hatches into this bit so they're not causing a fuss. Okay, so now I can set this to left only, or right only. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think our base is going to look exactly the same. And if it does, then that's a sign that I'm getting overly formulaic. Right, this should be enough bathrooms for a few people. We want to have some emergency bathrooms online. Alright, you guys are getting close to nighttime, so that means you're actually going to go eat. That's fine. But yeah, the hatches aren't eating the nutrient bars. That's good. And then you can all go sleep up here. And you should all have time to get to your beds. They're going to eat 6,500 calories worth of nutrient bars today. Cringe. I think we're going to go for 6 dupes and see how that goes. Let's just do a check on everyone. Oh, God. How did this happen? You need to go to bed. So go to bed, get your sleep. We've already had an exposure. Okay. Are you gonna get food poisoning when you wake up? Ridiculous! Wait. Oh, that's saying it's a floral scent producer. That's funny. Right, okay. Great. Hello, Uglavisk.
Hello there.
Hope you're doing well. Right, look, you are going in here because you need to wash yourself. Wash your face. There you go. Travaldo's always cleaning up after these guys. Right, let's build some tiles in just so we can get some, actual movement speed. And then we'll build the rest of the beds. We can continue to grab a few things. Let's just grab whatever buried objects there are. And we'll keep putting food in here for now. I want to replace this tile as well. We want to get the hatch out of here. We obviously want to tile all of this. Cycle 2. Make a dupe named Dinglebopper. Okay, do you want Travaldo or Camille? Camille is the one that got all germy. I'm not sure if that affects your decision. Let's make Camille Dinglebopper. I'm deciding for you, sorry. Dinglebopper. No, you're too late. You're too late! I mean, I can make Travaldo Dinglebopper too. Or I can make them Bingle Dopper. I could do that. Okay, you definitely don't need to disinfect these. Controversial fact. Outhouses should probably be set to disable disinfect by default. Yeah, no, someone else is going to have to redeem the channel points for Bingle Dopper. I kind of want to move this. The only thing I'm aware of is we're going to be grabbing the muckroot pretty quickly. I obviously don't want the hatches to eat it. Do we also want to spend the time actually moving it? I don't know. Let's keep adding shafts. And then this could be a door. I'll neaten things up later. I'm not overly worried about neatening things up yet. So let's just dig this. This is all the algae. Also, here's a fun fact about max difficulty that we established a while ago. The difficulty options do not increase the amount of oxygen that dupes require. So oxygen should be fairly easy relative to everything else we're doing. We'll probably just set up a spawn somewhere at some point, but we've actually got enough algae that we probably don't have to worry about oxygen for a long time. So that's nice. I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up the manual generator in here. Because there's no other room where I normally want to set it up, and we're actually going to have doors here for a change. So the supercomputer's going to go here. We can put a battery somewhere else. I'm not used to building stuff on a 12 gauge. On a 12 wide base. We'll figure out where to fit stuff. I guess for now, because the battery's going to be temporary anyways. If I just tile all of this, we're going to drop the hatches into this room. That's fine. And then you're going to get up, and then you're not going to have anywhere to go. I can't really remove this until I put a new one down, can I? Well, maybe we just put the research station here for now and then move it. We definitely want to make sure the hatch doesn't eat any of the food in here. So, I think we'll just do this for now. And then that can plug in here. And we don't really need to worry about the lab workspace bonus, I don't think. Sus. Very sus. I saw on Steam they've updated Among Us. Does anyone even still play Among Us? That's like a legit question. I'm not trying to be mean. I just I don't know, because it seemed to get a lot of traction on YouTube. The update thing. But maybe I guess a load of people have just been subscribed to it and they haven't looked at it for years. You can dig that mealwood as well. I think that's all fine. You guys can just get on with this at speed 2. I don't want to necessarily drag things out. I just want to make sure they're not suffering. They're not suffering at the moment, but I think that's because they've got the New Hope. I think if they get into any kind of non-ideal situation, they're going to start stressing. We are going to have to put in a rec room pretty quickly, I think. What else do I want to do? I could actually omit a bed and put an oxygen diffuser in. I think, actually, I'm just going to put the oxygen diffuser here. Because we're not getting rid of this anytime soon. I'm very much just going to try and get stuff done in a way that's not necessarily neat, but works, and is very practical. Obviously, letting some more air into here would be a good idea. So I guess we can do this. That could be low priority, though. Yeah. And then this could be high priority, because I want to make sure you're getting your room bonuses. Hello, keep on wheeling. A new game. This is a short-term challenge. I'm going to go on holiday to Australia at the end of the month for 3 weeks. And we've achieved our second set of objectives of Sour Gas or Bust. We've conquered the tungsten planet. So now, there are very few obstacles left to actually building the sour gas boilers, apart from me actually planning stuff. Gross. All we have to do is go to the Niobium asteroid and get a little bit of Niobium. We probably will actually have to get supercoolant, so we're going to have to find the water asteroid and mine up a load of graphite. I think. I didn't even think about that until today. We haven't actually found the water asteroid on the star map either. So we can do that while we're grabbing the initial Niobium. I'm probably going to want to hook up the stuff. Supercoolant. Probably for cooling down the sour gas boilers, like the sour gas into methane. I know you can technically do it with a thermo regulator, but that seems gross. And obviously we're not relying on thermo nullifiers because there's so few of them. Right, you're all idle. That's good. Well, it's not good, but like it'll do. Right. I want to get food up and running first. Let's do this. Let's get a great haul. That's very easy morale. We can start working on that. And I think what I'll actually do then is... I think we just have the barracks. So, here's the thing, right? If we do our normal sort of base layout, here's what it ends up looking like with the barracks. It's not very neat. So... we would end up having 30 dupes. I don't think we're going to have 30 dupes here. Hello, Max 1990. It's max difficulty. Hope you're doing well. I don't think we do this. I think, honestly, for this run and this run alone, we're going to throw our normal base structure out the window, and we're just going to build stuff in a way that is efficient in the short term. And we'll see what happens. It's always nice making your bases look a little bit different than normal. Oh, you know what? I'm going to fool everyone into thinking we're on the prehistoric planet pack. That's what I'm going to try and do. You know what? Let's just swap out all of our buildings for variants whenever we have them. Yeah, there we go. Now we're confusing everyone. What about these? Do we have any? No. No, we don't have any outhouses. Okay, that's fine. We're going to confuse everyone. That's the plan. Yeah, if we tile this, we can put the Great Hall up here. And we can just put more barracks over here if we really want to. I don't think... yeah. I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. Right. I probably shouldn't have dug all of these tiles. This hatch is miserable. It's also young, though, so we should be fine. We're definitely ranching hatches on this run. Because I feel like it. I think I'm just going to get into actually ladder this now. I'm getting bored of half segmenting it. We've got time. Yeah, I've never done max difficulty before. I've played the game for around 3,000 hours, but I never felt like playing max difficulty. But I feel like with Sour Gas or Bust, we've actually gotten to the point where we've seen enough late game stuff that I feel justified in actually looking at max difficulty now. I feel like we're getting fairly close to conquering the game. Like, and I mean that in a sort of a sense of not like, oh, I've made X number of YouTube videos and I have X number of subscribers or whatever. I mean, like, I actually feel like I've done most things in the game and I'm looking for more new things to do now. That's a good sign. And that's actually why I've been so belligerent about continuing with Oxygen Not Included for ages. Like, we haven't mixed it up with any other games recently, even though there are some other games on my radar. But I'm very determined to actually get to the point where I feel like I've done everything in this game. And because Clay keep releasing DLC, there's a lot to do. There's always a lot to do. I love this skin, by the way. This is a really good skin for the research station. But yeah, we're gonna have to prioritize food right away. So we may as well prioritize getting the Great Hall online. I'm not really gonna worry about the cool steam vent. But if we're gonna build our farm stuff, maybe we'll build it lower. Right, research. Compost, I don't think is gonna be that relevant. We can move the ration box now, that's good. We will eventually want to move the ration box. But all that stuff can wait for now. So yeah, Great Hall's gonna go here. We'll need a decoration building for it. We'll need some recreation. We've got the water source right here, so that should be fine. There is more water over here. There's a fair bit of water. This is the teleporter room. We disabled the teleporter. We're not allowed out. We gotta stay here. There's plenty to do on the Skewed Asteroid. It's not a problem. But yeah, because we're on a Skewed Asteroid, so features like this spawn normally. Like this normally spawns with these thimble reeds like this, and we're definitely going to want to grab the thimble reeds pretty quickly. If for nothing else than for setting up our bathroom loop. But the dupes will burn through their suits pretty quickly, and we're not doing any bionic duplicates because the power requirements are going to be so high. I just don't think it's going to be worth doing. And we've been using the bionic duplicates a lot in Sour Gasselbust, but all the asteroid colonization. So we'll take a break and we'll do regular duplicates. Yeah, get this out of here. And then, I guess you're going to do the research after that. That's probably fine. Wait. We need someone to have operating priority. This is the issue. Let's see. Dinglebopper, you're not really doing very much, so I'm going to give you operating priority. And then once you run out of digging tasks, you should run on the wheel. Okay, Travaldo is doing that. This does count as an operating errand. I don't want Travaldo to be the one running on the wheel, though, so I'm going to give you low. I'm going to actually disable operating on Travaldo. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe that's the wrong play. We'll see. So we've got to do the research to actually get the Great Hall. That's fine. We can keep digging around for food. I guess let's just grab the easiest food first. There's some very easy food over here. We're always going to want to prioritize that. We can actually move the ration box up here. So we're going to have 6 dupes. This is actually a 12 wide room, so we've got a lot of space. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the water cooler here, ration box here, and then we could have the mess tables. But, importantly, we can now print our first thing. And we've turned off care packages, because we're on max difficulty. So we can't just print resources to save our butts. I think the main case where this is going to be relevant is we can't print fertilizer. We do have a fair bit of it on the map, but we're going to have to make our own sooner than usual, because you print so much of it from the pod early game. That's usually the most relevant thing. Now, we've got a narcoleptic farmer husbandry guy with doctoring. The decreased food morale bonus seems like a big problem. Catalina is a loud sleeper, which I think we can work with. But equally, we don't really need a doctor. They're all doctors? Oh, and one of them's got building impaired. I think it's going to have to be Devon. Narcoleptic seems pretty bad, but I think having a strong farmer is a good idea. No. No, I think we pick Ari. Yes, I know Ari's building impaired. We can get the other dupes to build stuff. This way, we've actually got a dedicated digger, which we don't normally pick immediately. Normally, we just give hard digging to someone, and that's the first thing they do. We can just spec you out in digging and not worry about it. But not being able to build stuff and being a digger is potentially annoying. But whatever, man. Also, I'm not going to end this if a dupe dies. We're just going to roll. We're just going to roll with it. And we are just going to print the dupe because, frankly, like, the extra labor is pretty helpful. But, again, we do have to think about the food costs. There's quite a lot of food costs. So, Ari also has +2 athletics because of the exosuit training. This also means that if we need to actually get a dupe in a suit quickly, we can, because we've got the reed fiber, the thimble reed, we've got the skill. This means we can go and do potentially hazardous stuff earlier than usual. And we'll probably get Ari to go with the neuralizer. Okay. So, let's prioritize digging for you and then supplying a little bit. I'm going to turn off building, and we're only going to turn it on again if you actually need to build something. And then the other one was doctoring, which I guess I'll give you as well. So this means I could turn these off of Travaldo. Travaldo could just focus on researching. At hardest hunger, I end up on mush bars fast. I am definitely... I'm aiming not to end up on mush bars, but, like, you know me. I don't prioritize food in this game. We're going to need a farm earlier than usual. I do not prioritize food as much as I should in the base game. And in this game, it's going to be even worse. That's also why I'm trying to focus on just digging up these initial tiles. Just because I want to see how much muck fruit we have, and we're going to need the resources. Wait, why are you idle? Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. Keep going up here. You can grab these. Let's actually transfer all the food over, and then we can release this hatch, because I don't want the hatch to be upset. There's no buried objects up here, so we know that if we tile this up, it's going to be safe from hatches. This is the Skewed Asteroid. We tried the Skewed Asteroid a little while ago. In December 2023, I think. I wanted to come back, because my main complaint about that... Well, not really complaint, but the reason we didn't do that for very long was because I thought it was going to be harder than normal, and it wasn't harder than normal. So we're making it harder than normal by doing max difficulty. And we're going to see if we have any problems. Right, mess tables. And then... we don't need a grill or an egg cracker. Let's get employment. I want to get morale on lock, because we know for a fact that morale is going to be worse than usual. So let's get this. I survived the first 50 cycles on mush bars. You don't start with on asteroids with pips. Why are you making mush bars when there's all this stuff here? Please explain your love of mush bars. Let me rows of wild meal, wouldn't I do mean rows? Yeah, I also kind of wanted to make sure we weren't cheesing it with pips. There will be a time and a place for pips. We've done a lot of pip branching before on our boreal airheads where we did all mouth breathers, which was kind of the inverse of this challenge, because everything else was easy except for oxygen. Whereas on this run, everything is hard except for oxygen. You get like 12 dupes ASAP. You do the 3 missable achievements always. There. Yeah, having multiple fast dupes should be very helpful. This should mean that we can keep everyone at the on the tight schedule fairly soon. Ari is stressed. Here's the thing. So Ari does not start with New Hope. In fact, none of the dupes have no New Hope anymore. Well, actually you do. But it's not going to last very long. So now we're going to reach the point where stress decreases slowly and creeps up quickly. So we need to add low stress source. We need to add stress reduction wherever we can. And part of that is morale. But part of that is just actually doing the needful. Right, are you guys actually going to finish your food? No. Oh my god! Guys, I forgot something really important. Can you guys figure out what it is while I have some Fanta? I'm gonna completely bait you. Also, this is funny looking water. Because they eat 2,000 calories per cycle, minimum. They take twice as... No, I didn't forget to enable hardest difficulty. All wrong. Because they eat 2,000 calories per cycle, they spend twice as long eating at the mess tables. Because they eat at a rate of 30,000 calories per second. Always. So, my schedule for normal duplicate scheduling isn't actually good enough. So we actually have to add a downtime. So I'm going to add another bedtime here, and we're going to shuffle this around later. So, yeah, already we're at the point where they're taking too long to eat to actually go to bed. Because they have to eat so much at once. Isn't that wild? This is what I mean when I say this run is going to be subtly different than every other run we've ever done. And 8 streams, I think, will be enough to get like a good feel of how it's actually going to shake out. You could just do that, that's fine. Why are you still asleep? Hello? That's probably fine. Right, bedtime here. The extra morale will be handy as well. Well, yes and no, sometimes take bottomless stomach. Yeah, we've got a bottomless stomach dupe here in Neo. Because they rest till full. Yeah. Yeah, so because bottomless stomach doesn't scale with difficulty, they're actually going to see less relative difference compared to the other dupes. Right, we've done the research, so let's build the water cooler. That could go there. And then let's also just research the decor. So, oh god, you know what? Just scroll to the bottom. That's fine. It's this one. We just want the flower pot. The bedtime thing is only to go to bed. It doesn't wake them up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that. I want them to go to bed until their stamina reaches 100%. That's why we set like the low amount of bedtime. Because if we set a high amount of bedtime, then they'll stay asleep for the whole schedule block, which is not what we actually want. We're also going to shove the oxygen diffuser up here, because this is where the dupe's going to be hanging out. And the wire is just going to go here, because I don't think decor is going to make a big difference. Things you do on your runs early. Get a lot of dupes to get Locavore done soon and just live on Mishbars till then. Build the Leo cubes ASAP for H2 power. More dupes, more power, more fast projects, plan ranches. Mostly nerfed it so you don't actually need it anymore because they go to bed when they need to now. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. And then we can fit the flower pot here and then we'll be fine. So, let's actually just open the door so that the hatch gets out. I want to make sure the hatch is not miserable. Are you just not going to move? Okay, there you go. Right. We need to do advanced research as well. Where else do I want to go quickly? I guess what we could do is we can start just actually... Okay, I'm going to door these because I know that we're going to need them. And then I think we actually just start climbing around. So I think what we'll do is we'll just start digging through soft tiles and seeing where we end up. Because we want to see where everything is. You're so lucky with your latest series. You got 8 Saturn critter traps. That's a lot of Saturn critter traps. I want to come in here as well. So go ahead and do that, and then just dig all of this. We are going to want all the algae, always. So, you know, makes sense. And then I think we just got a ladder up here. We're kind of just waiting for the research at the moment, but that's okay. But we need to get morale as high as possible, so we need the Great Hall ASAP. The volcanoes are gifts on this map. I know. The gold volcanoes make things so much easier. They're down here. We actually need to prioritize going down. But I do also just want to have a look around in general. I want to see if we've actually got any of the funny DLC things to spawn. Also, we're going to make this white. And we're going to set this to blue. Actually, you know what? Make it blue. We should be able to get a blueprint for the ration box. I don't want it to be yellow all the time. You want to be able to skew buildings, lol. There. We just dropped the hatch down there. That's fine. This needs to be priority 9. I want to make sure all of the buckaroo is delivered where the hatches can't get it. And then we'll get a plant seed pretty quickly. I'm just going to dig this initially. And then we're going to go up here, grab this. We obviously want to get a reed fiber. I think we just need to book it. I think we just need to book it and grab a reed fiber, grab a thimble reed immediately and then seal it up. But we probably want to get insulated tiles first so we can seal it up properly. And I imagine what I'll do is I'll just seal this. There's not really any abyss light here. Remove the first 2 boxes, replace it with a research table. You'd have to plug it in, but the 10% bonus helps. Yeah, it does help, but we're going to get advanced research pretty quickly. And I'm just going to put the supercomputer here. We're going to swap this all around. In fact, actually, you're right. We're going to swap this all around anyways. So let's just put the research station in for now, get the lab bonus, and then swap this out at the end. Good idea. Bluffbriar could go here. You missed reed fibers? I know. There's a reason. Everyone, when I released the plant tier list, everyone was like clowning on me for making thimbleweed the only plant in S tier. I stand by it. If you have access to thimbleweeds, your primary goal should be to get them. A, because it makes your bathroom loop a lot easier, and B, because it means you can actually build exosuits and not worry about ranching first. Having early exosuits is so good. And there's always some polluted water available to make, like, your initial exosuits. And if not, just print dupes and you'll get enough. Right, let's actually get some research done. So, we want the advanced research now. Which is in horror as the streamer turns up his nose at a 10% bonus over time. Yeah. I guess just build this first. Why did I put a door here? I think this is just to remind me that this is where I'm going to put other stuff. You've dug up some muckroot. You can survive for now. That's good. So, we have the Great Hall. This is +6 morale. This should really help stress. The extra downtime should help stress too. Right, now this is a laboratory. The light source is the printing pod. This is why I always build the research buildings next to the printing pod, because you get the bonus from the lab workspace. It doesn't make a big difference if you have a high researching attribute dupe, but if you don't, it makes a big difference. But I would never recommend not printing a high research dupe to start. It speeds things up by so much. What we got over here? Oh look, we've got some skewed buildings. Fun. You had to slowly repeatedly explain to my brother that he needs to start an IRA for his kids the day they are born. To this day, I don't think he did that, and they are almost old enough to drive. Do you mean what do you mean by IRA? I'm British. I mean, I know of an ISA, an ISA. IRA equals tax-free investment account. Okay. IRA means something different to me. That's a joke. That's a joke. Right. Okay, let's put a wire in. I really don't care about decor. Also, we're going to replace all the wire with gold pretty quickly. Once we got the thimble reeds, that'll be our next goal. I think I'm actually going to dig this. Let's just grab whatever resources are under here. This slime also doesn't have any germs on it. This slime does, but that's fine. We also have the hard digging, so let's just come over here and grab this. That clay doesn't have any on it. I'm kind of hoping there's actually a thimbleweed seed in here. If there is a thimbleweed seed in here, everyone who plays the seed can access it, so we should find that out. So we'll get advanced research, and then we'll actually get the insulated tile. We'll come here. My accent is on the colonizer side of the troubles. Yes. Alright. Can you figure out where in the UK I am? I mean, okay, well, I guess it's two questions. Where am I from, and where am I now? Some of you guys might already know this. Oh, really? You're trapped in the door? Okay, well, let's open the door then. Yeah, we call them ices over here. Well, I'm not sure it's the exact same financial product, but you know what I mean. Well, food stocks are going up, but yes, you guys are spending ages munching. I actually need to get a light in here. In fact, can I just get a shine bug in here? We don't have ranching. We need refined metal so we can get a light in here. Or, you know what? I'm just going to open these doors, and if a shine bug comes in, then we're just going to let it stay in here. Because, frankly, having the light in here is going to speed up the dupe's day by a lot. We've already figured out that it's taking them an extra schedule block. Also, Neo actually missed their sleep. I guess they'll go back at some point, but like, yeah. We need a light. In fact, I think I'm actually going to dig these bits out so that we can encourage the guy to come over here. Not sure how much encouragement these guys need. Right, and the battery. Okay, so we have advanced research now. That's good. I need to move the... We need to find buddy buds. True. Battery is getting moved over here. So deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. We're putting all of our water-consuming buildings on the side with the water. That seemed like a reasonable idea. But yeah, I want to see what this seed is. And then we'll dig further into here, obviously. And if I miss any funny blueprints, you guys have to tell me, because I want to use all the blueprints everywhere. You're not sure my accent qualifies as posh, but the raunching is definitely not Cockney or Liverpool, so Easternish, but not Jersey Shore Eastern. I really have no idea. Well, you're narrowing it down. So, my family is actually from Cambridgeshire. We didn't actually live in Cambridge, but we live pretty close. Okay, look, you're going to have to turn this off for now while you build the battery. So my family's from down there, but I'm actually based in the East Midlands at the moment. Because that's where I went to uni, and that's where I'm spending my entire adult life, apparently. Until I suddenly don't. Close British or close American? What? Oh, we don't have advanced research. Oh, we'll get that soon. What research are we going to do in the meantime, then? Oh, oh, we want insulated tiles. So I guess we actually go up that way. And then I guess we re-enable you in a minute. Oh, really? You're going to run on that right now? Yeah, good job, Neo. Okay. That's good. Right, so you can run on that for a minute. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we need insulated tiles. We need to seal this before it causes any issues. In actual fact, I think what I really need to do is... Okay, I guess we're going to just be annoying about this, aren't we? Okay, look, we're not doing that. We're doing this. There's no germs on this slime. So dig this up. And then we're going to dig these plants immediately. So none of the thimbleweeds are on slimy plants. So we're just going to dig them all up. And we're going to grab the gold amalgam as well. I could probably do with putting a storage bin here. Just to make sure that we're actually grabbing that stuff. And I'm going to put the ladder here because it's annoying me. In America, they think 100 years is a long time. In Britain, they think 100 miles is a long distance. Oh, I see. No, I mean, they're like... Well, they're in Cambridgeshire, so that's not... There's like... I don't know, like 10, 20 miles away. Kind of spread out around the area. I'm not going to give you exact coordinates. I don't think you're expecting exact coordinates. I'm going to have to leave this until you stop erupting, and then we'll pay attention. Right. Where are we going in the meantime? Let's get the brain machine. That is important. So, come and grab these. You can come... If you come down here, you can go up here and then grab this. And then come in here, grab that. Come over here, grab this. And then... Probably down from here. I don't really care anyone who does is a problem. Yes. Never give anyone your exact coordinates. Especially if they ask. Right. Let's... Okay. I want to make sure that we're putting gold amalgam and thimbleweed seeds in there. Anything that's in this biome that we're going to shut off afterwards. We can access this easily. So let's actually get in here. Obviously, we're not releasing the slime lung. This should be sufficient for getting in there and grabbing the resources, I believe. Don't quite need a gas pump yet. Oh! Oh, we got a thimbleweed seed. We don't need to go in here. Oh, okay. I guess we could just seal this off then. That's convenient. We got two fungal spores as well. That's nice. Yeah. Wow, is it really that easy? Okay. Lesson learned. Okay, so we'll just seal this off then. We just need to actually get the stuff. And we need to make sure that we do skill up Travallo. He's nearly there. Yeah, gold amalgam. That's very important. So we need to add that to the list, but we need to actually grab it. So we need to open this tile up. Obviously, there's a lot of gold amalgam in here. Do we need a lot? Will 800 kilograms total do? Possibly. I think it will. We'll probably come back here at some point, but like... Now we don't need to worry about it because one thimbleweed... The thimbleweeds grow so quickly, you get seeds very quickly, even if you're not really trying. So we don't actually need to breach in here to grab the others. We're not going to have that much polluted water to consume. We do want to grab the polluted water. So the only thing is, this is all slimy. So I think we actually need to let it out down here. Do I want to let it out into the regular water? Probably not. I've seen the cubes. Morty, we gotta go to Bendigo to get the green cube. Does anyone know what that's from? Yeah, just do this. And then remove this. Oh, look, there's a friggin' thimbleweed in here as well. Oh, now I just feel stupid. Oh. Oh, okay. Right. Look. I realized as soon as I did it, that was gonna happen. So... Yikes. Just deconstruct these, and then we'll be good. Why is there slime on the algae? That's just mean. Also, FYI, there's slime lung in the air here. So do be careful. Right, Travaldo earned a skill point. Travaldo has got advanced research, that's good. Right, now let's get... Is this actually a priority? Do I need to seal this off? I mean, I have actually just removed all the tiles insulating the area, so the answer is probably. So let's actually just grab them very quickly. We don't want anyone getting toasty surroundings. It's algae, doesn't off-gas. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, we're still gonna go around it anyways. Depends how close you get to the geyser. Oh, what? You mean just seal it? You know what? I think you have a fair point. This is all good real estate. We should just seal the geyser immediately. if I can remember to get up there. The only thing is, it only has a 340-second downtime period, so I'm going to need to be fairly on the ball about that. Right, but in any case, we want gold amalgam and thimbleweed seeds in here. Yeah, you're right. We've got the neutronium here. Let's actually just try and seal it up. That might be tough, though. Some people don't build a door and won't micro. I think it's going to be irritating, but once the steam condenses, I think if we're going to do it, then we're going to have to do it soon. I'm just going to have to watch this like a hawk. You don't know if I'm one of them? I don't normally do this, but I'm very keen to not... Okay, it's the wrong time of day for it. If I do this now, everyone's going to get interrupted downtime. Let's wait until the next eruption. No. This is on a daily cycle. This is going to happen fairly soon. I'm just going to yellow alert all of this. Yes, I am. Let's do it. Oh, we don't have the friggin' tiles yet. Wait. wait. None of the shine bugs have come in here yet. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Oh, we got a shine bug egg. Actually, how long do they take to hatch? They take like... They don't take very long to hatch at all. Let's actually relocate shine bug eggs in here. This seems like the most efficient way of doing this. So close these. Then priority 9 these. And then show me shine bug eggs. Is there another one we can access? There is. Okay. Relocate here. "5 days, want an incubator." Yeah. We're not going to incubate anything. I don't like incubators. I just don't use them very much. Oh, you almost came in here. I don't think it's actually going to matter, though. If we bring the babies in, it should be fine. Oh, I have to dig this, though. Right, so we have the thimbleweed seed, so that's good. We could obviously work on plum bathrooms immediately. What is the most pressing thing? Do not cramp them, they die so fast. Yeah, we shouldn't cramp them if we just bring the babies in. Two shine bugs in here should be fine. If we look at the shine bug, they need 12 cells of space each. Wow, that's quite a lot. I mean, I guess they're flying critters. Let's have a look at this as well. So, let's grab all of this gold amalgam. I don't think there's any more that we're going to want to grab, because that's all going to be slime-line exposed. There's one down here as well. I do actually want this stuff anyways, so let's actually add you to the list. Oh, there's 2 down here. Right, well, that's kind of getting to the point where it's a crowd, so let's only do 1. Sedimentary rock if you're going stone hatches. Yes, that's true. Probably are going hatches, so let's... I think this is just a way of... this is going to be a way of me just figuring out which resources are important as well. But Ari is going to be the one that goes into Bass later, because they're going to be in the suit doing a lot of random digging. There's the frozen biome. Or tundra biome, I should say. Skills. Neo has now got a skill point. So, we want to bring Neo to ranching. That's fine. We are going to do some farming. We're probably going to start planting mealwoods at some point. We can probably start now, actually. So, bearing in mind that we're eating 8,500 calories per cycle, we we should probably start farming now. Because I really do suspect that we're just going to get overwhelmed if we don't actually actively prioritize it. So, the mealwoods are just going to go on farm tiles over here, I think. Obviously, we're not going to fertilize them. Dinglebopper earned a skill point. That's good. Hard digging for Dinglebopper. Oh, well, now we have 2 hard digging dupes. That's fine. We're going sage hedges or stone. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we know there's magma volcanoes over this way. The question is, do I even bother with hatches, or do we just do Paku? Because obviously we have Paku. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff with Paku recently now, haven't we? It feels worthwhile. But we haven't done a lot of hatch stuff recently, so maybe we should just do hatches. 2 different options. I mean, hatches we could probably do a little bit sooner. Also, we didn't print the mechatronics guy, so we probably don't want to do Paku yet, because having an auto sweeper makes that a lot easier. Ari is going to get scanned. Here we go. Deep diver's lungs. There you go. That's helpful. Very helpful for a digger. Okay, you're right in that. Let's see. Let's dig out the rock as well. You make a fair point. Just this little bit, and then that gives us a bit to start on. And then we know not to go any further than this. We definitely don't want to get into that bit. I mean, we may as well dig out the clay. That's fine. But we definitely don't want to go any further than this. There's a geode of phosphorite with some diamond in it. Okay. Sleet wheats. We're probably not going to do anything with sleet wheats immediately. The cool steam vent is probably just going to be more of a pain than something we actively want to use at the very start. We've done the research, we've got printables. Who we got? We got a frostproof dupe, biohazardous cooking researcher, allergic to floral scent. We definitely don't want any allergies. We definitely don't want any anemic. Although they're otherwise a pretty good farmer rancher. I think anemic destructive is just too bad. Like, that's not going to help us. Interesting. The tooltip now says bladder plus 0.17% per cycle. Wow. Amazing. And we definitely don't want a bionic dupe because we haven't got enough power. They consume 400 watts per cycle. I think we just reject all. Rip. We're going to be doing that a lot because we don't have care packages. Right, that's some good material. So, I don't think you don't really need to move the sedimentary rock over. It's 2 super boops. Definitely. They're 400 watts each. Like, we would have to get a lot of hatches going for bionic dupes to make any sense. Just to get the coal to feed them, right? Like, that seems very... I'm very aware of that. Also, let's ladder down here now. Let's see what's going on. I will go down that way as well. Oh, we have the tiles now, right? No? No, you're still researching them. Okay. Just do that until we're finished with those. Wait. Our researcher is storing stuff. They should not necessarily be doing that. Oh, you don't have power. Right, okay, so whoever's doing operating actually needs to have a higher priority then. Dinglebopper. Actually, you know what? Let's have it be Ari. Let's have it be Ari just because we need someone to do it. We need the research. I don't think I started doing it. I'd be remiss if I didn't do it here. Okay, alright. Let's see it. I would like a, fire pole as well. That's great on this map. Have you heard the good word of the Church of the Canister Bottler? Yeah? What, for the Bionic dupes? Or... Okay, what's your pitch? You have 30 seconds for your Dragon's Den pitch. Or, for the Americans in the audience, Shark Tank. Is that a valid reference? I want to grab this stuff as well. This seems pretty easy. And then you could probably dig this now as well. Although you can't actually get over here, can you? You need the loo. You do need the loo. Very observant. Oh, they're munching away. Look at that. Stress is low, but not zero. Renounce the evils of the air tank and embrace the self-sorting canister bottler. This sounds like something that you're going to explain on Discord later. Right, we have 3 Shinebug eggs in here, so we should have Shinebugs in here pretty soon to speed this up. I actually want to take this one and put it in the bathroom as well. Not that we really need to speed up the dupe's bathroom behavior too much, but like, it will be at least a little bit helpful. You just place an air pump at the bottom of your base to canister bottle where convenient. Oh, just for grabbing carbon dioxide and then the random other gases, like natural gas, chlorine, because they're all heavier than oxygen. And then the canister filler sorts them all out. So what do you do when it gets full? Oh, great. That was good timing, wasn't it, Mr. Hatch? Well, I can't really blame anyone other than myself for that one. We got the ice maker, let's go! Okay. Right, insulated tiles. You are idle. Right, yellow alert time, yellow alert time. Be quick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Let's see if we can do this. I wasn't looking at this vent. Maybe this is the wrong time, but we should... Wait. No, there wasn't any slime here. Okay, do we want sandstone? I don't think it matters. It's not gonna keep erupting forever anyways. In fact, actually, hold on. Do I want it to keep erupting? I'm just gonna stop it erupting, aren't I? This doesn't actually need to be insulated tiles, and we're just blocking the vents. Am I being crazy? We definitely didn't actually need to research insulated tiles. Like, this is not a significant amount of heat. If we just seal this up, it'll be gone. Yeah. We don't actually need to make this insulated. Sorry. In fact, we don't even want to make it insulated. We want it to cool down in here once it overpressurizes. Right? You said with dupes drop them on the ground, you do this with slider. Yeah, I do the slider stuff, yeah. Fair. Right, well, I think you need to just do this then. You guys can all get over here and do this. No, they don't need to be insulated tiles because this is going to stop erupting pretty soon. It doesn't actually matter. We just need them to build the tiles quickly. This cool steam vent is going to overpressurize before it generates too much heat. So we didn't actually need insulated tiles. We will definitely need them at some point, but not now. Oh, you can't reach that? I don't think that matters. Yeah, just do this. You don't even need this one, actually. Yeah, there you go. Right. Save the shine bug. No, he's trapped. He's trapped. We have plenty of shine bugs. Look, we've already saved shine bugs. I'm not a saint. He's just going to enjoy his new home. So... Right. Yeah, I just don't think we worry about any of this either. No, he's gonna. Right, what do we want to do? We want to get the 3 things set up today. That's the goal. We want smart power, we want plum bathrooms, and we want a great hall. I don't know why I'm tapping my hands. We already got the great hall, so now we need the plum bathroom. We have the thimbleweed seeds as well. So... what we could do is we could do it on schedules, or we could just have a big bathroom complex and then put the sieves somewhere else. I think I'm just going to put the sieve somewhere else. Okay, let's stop yellow alerting everything. So let's put the sieve here. Let's start researching all of that, because I do not want the dupes doing outhouses forever. So let's grab the sieve. They could do outhouses for a little bit, but not for now. We're only on 4 dupes, so food won't be that bad, but we do still need to be aware of it. So let's keep digging out random tiles when we can, especially when they're easy. Like these ones are all really easy. Like these ones too. This one. In fact, actually, you could do this. Yeah, that'll do. Also, you do actually want all the oxygen to come out of here as well, so go ahead and dig that. For a max difficulty run, this map is a gift. I guess, but the reason I wanted to do this one for max difficulty is because we wanted to make the Skewed Asteroid more difficult. Not because we necessarily wanted to play the worst map experience possible. Yeah, sorry, Shinebug. Shinebugs don't actually cook until 100 degrees, by the way. He will live. Probably just won't lay an egg. Maybe he'll get above 100 degrees in here. I kind of doubt it. But he will start scolding as soon as he reaches 100 degrees, so maybe he will take some damage. Having the big pit here is pretty handy, I must say. Right, shine bugs are shining, that's good. Oh! Guys, I forgot something. The dupes aren't radiation tolerant at all. So they're going to get irradiated very quickly. I'm not 100% sure what that entails. Anyone else more experienced with max difficulty know what that entails? Also, here is the magma fossil, just in case you were curious. There is a load of water down here as well. Do I want to set up a big pump full of water? Probably at some point. I think for now, I want the hatches to escape. I want this hatch specifically to escape. So I think what I do is this. We'll let the water spread out wide. Oh, my question is, how does radiation, the low radiation resistance of max difficulty affect the dupes? Yeah, I'm cooking a shine bug. We're going to end up with a very small omelette in here. He's actually drowning. No, you're not going to end up with a very small omelette. That's mean. They're asleep. Yeah, now you got lit workspace, so your calories are actually increasing 15% faster. This will be very important for later. And crucially, the light isn't getting into the barracks. We got another shine bug. Let's relocate that one. Oh, wait. We got hatches in here. Let's not relocate that one. They don't lose as much rad when using toilets. Interesting. I may actually have to pay attention to that. Ari is going to go to sleep. soon, right? Yes. Good. He's got to choose between boiling and drowning. Well, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. You drowned. It's fine. But see, this is filling up with water really quickly. Now it's already over pressure. This is not going to scald anyone. No insulated tiles needed. Don't worry, we'll find a use for insulated tiles. So, Draco's down here. Right, let's dig up all of this. And then the water. I think, actually, if we dig out most of this stuff at the bottom... I mean, first of all, let's dig... Let's dig down here, at least. Because, like, that's free food. Okay, Hatch is eating the free food. Great. Good job. Oh, you know what we should actually do? We should just come down here, right? We should just dump the water in here. This makes way, way more sense. I also kind of want to make... I mean, obviously we're not... Obviously, we're not doing the access shaft through the magma fossil. That's definitely not happening. Oh, they lose... Okay, so they lose less rads, and their tolerance for radiation sickness is much lower. Ah, okay. Interesting. Well, maybe we can't rely on shine bugs forever then. Interesting. Okay, so what else do we want to do? We want to actually come down here. We want to grab it like this. And then probably just dig everything else out. I don't think they can reach all of that. I think it can reach everything except that one tile. That's fine. I think the reason why we do hardest difficulty again is the rads. I actually feed them pills. You actually have to feed them pills every day. Really? Hmm. It does seem annoying. I guess we'll just keep an eye on it. I really didn't think shine bugs were going to cause that many issues. Wow, you guys are really just transporting all the sedimentary rock over here, aren't you? I mean, now that we've disarmed this, we can probably grab that whenever we want, so I'm not going to get you to worry about that. I just wanted to make sure that we had the thimbleweed seeds over here. We still got to keep digging and finding food. But we can do that while we're letting the water in. I actually want these tiles, don't I? Maybe something like that, just so we can dig out the tiles, and then we clear this later. But then I've actually got to dig down here. And then we can dig over here as well, and then that'll let the air out. Well, there are days they won't soak in rads and days that they have to, and I don't want to micromanage that, so I just get pills every day. I mean, to be fair, once you've got enough hatches, just making the pills isn't too hard. It's kind of just what we're doing on our main asteroid. Also, by the way, this is sugar-free Fanta. I'm not just going absolutely crazy. I feel like this is going to be slower than usual. Well, what's the calories? Well, it's sugar-free, but it's... There are 10 grams of sugar in this bottle. But I'm not drinking the entire bottle. You know, it's the American style of sugar-free, right? Where it's like asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. What tier would you put hatches in this variant in? S to 5 tier. I have a video on that. We made a tier list a while ago. That's probably my one of my most watched videos. But I think hatches are pretty good, but they're not very sustainable. They're kind of like a transitionary food source. Unless you're going crazy with sage hatches, I suppose. I'm American, we don't judge that. Yeah. Right, okay, so what's going on? So we need to get to the gold volcanoes, which are down here as well. That's also why I want to release this water. Hatch best food tier, source early, especially an Oasis S tier. Yeah, they're good early, but like, so... I think I did rank them pretty highly, because as an early game food source, they're pretty good. And that's very important. But they do eventually fall off. And we have literally ended a run because we committed too hard to stone hatches, and we ate all of the rock on our asteroid. And that didn't go very well. Yeah, they're definitely not my favorite. Yeah, Pips and Drecos for S. Exactly. Like, the Dreco reed fiber, the Dreco plastic. Dreco plastic is so good. And it's your food source. And you can feed Drecos off balm lilies for free. It's literally free food. Like, and then Pips just completely break the game. I never harvested a volcano for igneous. No, we wanted to. We picked a map that had like 12 magma volcanoes on it. The problem is, I built all the ranches first, and we were powering everything off of 100% coal power from the hatches. And we required a lot of coal power. So we had 400 stone hatches. And we consumed all the rock before we built our first volcano tamer. That was... that was not the best plan. I kept putting off building the volcano tamers, but even then, we definitely didn't have enough magma volcanoes for that number of stone hatches. I think I originally planned a sensible number of stone hatch ranches, like 10 for 14 volcanoes or something. And then I realized that, like, oh, I need more power from the coal, and we haven't got the volcano power yet. I know, I'll just build more hatch ranches. And then, yeah, we literally ran out of rock. I mean, we could have built stuff out of mafic rock, but, like, gross. The point is the hatches were starving at that point, and then we were pretty cooked. Because our entire base relied on coal power. If you have Pips, aka wild trees that beat the heck out of poke shells. Yeah, this is the problem I have with Pips. Wild planting makes the game too easy. The game is not balanced around free plants. It just isn't. That's why I don't do it. I would much rather find some other more convoluted loot to generate free resources than Pips just giving it to you for free. Also, pip planting is annoying because the space requirements are quite high. Like, you don't get very good space efficiency out of the pip planting. But I guess you don't want to completely fill up your asteroid with industry anyways because the lag is going to be too high. Fox Drecos is good. Floxes! I never had time to make that Frosty Planet Pack resource loop video. I think there's an argument to be made that using floxes for sour gas boiling is actually really strong. And I know this is a complete tangent, but if we look at floxes... Floxes produce so much wood from their antlers. Each flox gets sheared for 360 kilograms. And they don't eat a lot of dirt. And they don't eat a lot of pike apples. So, what you do is you take the wood, you sublimate it into 100% carbon dioxide at 600 degrees, run that through slicksters, get the crude oil, boil that into sour gas, condense it into natural gas. You get so much natural gas out of the floxes boiling the wood. And if you don't want to boil the wood, you can just run it all in wood burners. You don't get as much carbon dioxide, but you still get enough. And, of course, you can do flox farming with ethanol as well. Lag resource loop. Yes! Okay. I guess. Yes, we're slowly learning this. Oh, you're wet. You're all wet. We've quickly learned that the dupes should not be getting wet under many circumstances. This means I'm actually going to have to be careful with digging this out, aren't I? Well, I'm not going to be that careful. If you remember, ethanol also gives you a lot of CO2. It does. This is why I've been putting off the video, because it's quite a complex problem. You need a factor in the power used to shear the floxes. Most people overlook that. That's true. That's actually very true. But, what? It's 60 watts? Probably does require a calculation. I've got to admit, in all of my videos, I didn't calculate the ranching requirements. You've got to shear the glossy Drecos, too, for the plastic, if you're boiling that into sour gas. You raise a fair point. It occurs to me I probably should have dug this first. There's no heat leak over here, provided we don't touch the abyss light. The abyss light isn't hot either, that's good. The game is too complex to compute everything. Try me. Yeah, it's a fun exercise. I don't think you can quite get there. Like, on your own. It's a little hard, I'll admit. Right, let's actually just dig down here. Let's grab these tiles. Then we'll get in here. I just want to drop all this water down here so that we can get down here pretty easily. Power is irrelevant plastic. There's no power-free plastic. Well, yeah, but like the relative power of running a polymer press versus the shearing stations, I suppose. And I guess you make a fair point. You don't need power to grow arbor trees. There's another vacillator. Hilarious. Well, we can actually get through it, but we need the abyssalite digging to get there. Wood tiles pretty good decor. Yeah, I like wood tiles. They're great. Actually doing now. You're just grabbing all the dirt. I guess just doing research. Yeah, that is going to be a constraint. We need to do the farming too. So, each dupe requires 10 mealwoods. That's disgusting. This is one dupe's worth of food. That's actually disgusting. Am I just going to set up like a load of mealwoods? Like in a giant column? I think I am. Yeah, that is pretty sus. I want to make sure that I don't actually forget to do that. Right, let's speed up. We're not actually doing anything. You know what? Today's thumbnail is going to be just mealwoods. Because we're going to need a lot of mealwoods. Them's the rules. And then, I don't know. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then we'll just keep adding more over time. Wood production makes ethanol, and that makes CO2 polluted dirt. Still could feed 2 farm slicksters and crabs. That's powerful. Yeah, the main issue with the slicksters and relying on them is you need a lot of slicksters for a small amount of carbon dioxide. And that actually makes slicksters quite balanced. Like, maybe I've overestimated how helpful slicksters are, because obviously they're turning a waste product into oil, which is fantastic. But on the other hand, ooh, we've got a good doctor. You know what? We'll need a doctor at some point. Should we just do this?
There we go.
We absolutely do want Kitchen Menace. Hey, Carrie, actually, how are you? What are you up to? We're doing max difficulty. We're giving max difficulty a try on the Skewed Asteroid. You know, for a change. Because we tried the Skewed Asteroid a while ago. I thought it was too easy. So, we're going to do this until we actually go to Australia. There's your shout out. That's a dupe with no downside. That's true. Well, we clearly don't want the farter. And I probably don't want the decorator, cuisine, operator. I don't know, actually. Maybe a proper operator is a good idea. I don't know. Kitchen Menace seems really good. And we'll want a doctor at some point. So just get Ada. We've also got very low germ resistance dupes. So, you know what? I think we're actually just going to skill them up as a doctor. It's fine. Yeah, I was thinking about pay, but I don't know. Just in case. And we've got the backup research now as well, so that's good. You kind of like slicksters because when I need to deal with spore kids, they're already in a vacuum. That's true. I don't like slicksters after making a big ranch for them on one of my runs. You just need a lot to get rid of CO2. They eat more and pee more per creature, like them more. Exactly. They generate... because their performance impact is large. That's the issue. And you can store them all on... You don't want to, like, completely cramp them either. I mean, I guess you end up in a situation where you're balancing the number of tame slicksters you have against the number of wild slicksters. Because if you're using wild slicksters, that's so much lag. That's so many critters we're doing almost nothing. I'm just going to put ladders here for now. We will put a fire pole in later. Reason for the meat not to clean CO2. Well, I mean, that's a way of putting it, but like, in my sour gas will bust run, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to turn all the CO2 into oil. Because we don't have any other oil. Or we're trying to turn it into sour gas. Along with the plastic melting from the glossy Dracos. But yes, I suspect And we did reach this conclusion, to be fair, a while ago. Like, slicksters are low efficiency per critter. And the funny thing is, if we're doing sour gas boiling, it doesn't even matter if they're regular slicksters or sour or molten slicksters. Not really. Yeah, I think this is about the right time to start planting all of these mealwoods. You know what, get rid of that door. I just want a big block of mealwoods, and I want 1 dupe's worth of mealwoods on each floor, and then I know how big to make it. I don't know exactly where the ranches are going to go. I don't want a huge hatch complex. Do I even do the hatches? I mean, yeah, the coal would be pretty good for power. Do we have any other power sources? The gold volcanoes aren't really going to be a very helpful power source. We did actually manage to get down here. That's good. Haku. Yeah, that's... I'm kind of thinking about it. Like... Because we're going to have a lot of algae that we're not necessarily going to need. So we can feed it all to the Paku. Yeah, exactly. We have so much algae. You start with so much algae on these maps. It's unreal. Right, let's make our list. Fertilizer, coal. I'll put sleep wheats on there. I'll put pitcher... you know what? Don't worry. No, do worry about it. Hatch egg, Paku egg, Draco egg. Dirt, I don't need to worry about. Clay? Yeah? No. Probably not clay. Sand. Databanks. Reed fiber. Copper ore. Gold amalgam. Algae. Probably not going to worry about slime. Probably not going to worry about rock. Reed seeds. Mealwood seeds. Yeah, sure, that seems good. Yeah, I feel like we're going to run out of food pretty soon. Let's just get the mealwoods planted. We'll just do a mealwood thumbnail. It's fine. We got to do it, haven't we? How many seeds do we even have? 15? I mean, that would be a decent chunk to get started on. If we do farm tiles for all of it, then we can make sure that the hatches aren't getting their hands on it. And we do have a dupe actually skilled up in farming, so that's relevant too. Also, we have the sieve. Oh, I was gonna put I was gonna put the sieve here. That's why okay, you know what? We can still put the sieve there. It's, what, 3 high? Is that gonna cause an issue? No, I don't think it's gonna cause an issue. John Megacycle, thank you very much for the raid. How are you guys doing? I've seen you play ONI occasionally. Let me give you a shout out. What are you up to in your run? I haven't actually stopped by, unfortunately. Please give me the full details of what you're doing. Good day. Yes, we're doing max difficulty. It's your first time playing? Nice, nice. We're doing max difficulty. We haven't tried max difficulty before, but I'm actually going on holiday to Australia in a few weeks. So I wanted to fit in a little limited time challenge before we go over there. I play Oxygen Not Included a lot. Max difficulty sounds insane. How's it going? Well, the main thing is running out of food pretty quickly. I always run out of food pretty quickly. I never prioritize farming. So we're going to put in a load of mealwoods, and we're just going to get them started right away. It's going pretty smoothly other than that. We've got a Great Hall in here, so morale's pretty good. Stress creeps up occasionally, but it creeps down pretty quickly too, because the morale is always high. But that's going to change. Right now, my main aim, well, apart from the mealwoods, is to put in a water sieve and get a plum bathroom going. Normally, I like to automate everything by the end of the first stream as well, but we've been taking our time today, and I'm not that worried about it yet. But yeah, the game is so good. There's so much depth to the game. It's absolutely a game where you play it, you make mistakes, you fail, you restart, you try again, you get better and better. I was really worried that Travado was radiation sick because he had the green gun. But he's not. That's really good. I was very worried about that. But yeah, we need to keep digging up these seeds, I think. This is probably actually the top priority now, finding mealwood seeds. Yeah, normally we don't actually prioritize food very much. And I think if we fail to prioritize food this time, we're just going to die. Because I don't think we can make enough mush bars to look after these guys. I calculated that the bionic dupes take so much power They can't power themselves by running on a wheel. So there's no circumstance where we want to take bionic dupes until we actually get a decent amount of power production going from something else. But yeah, we have a YouTube channel. I've made like a load of guide videos. I have a load of playlists about different stuff, different maps, all the DLCs. Definitely don't like just gorge yourself on YouTube videos and not play the game. Like, absolutely play the game, experience things for yourself. But there are lots of resources available to help people. If Clay really wants to put the meaning to the hard difficulty back, bring back the original effect of slime lung. I was never around for that, sadly. Right, okay, dupes are getting idle. Let's keep researching. Let's research plum bathrooms next. Appreciate it. I'll check it out my first run. Yeah, that's what I'd recommend. Like, get as far as you can first, and then like have a look and see what you might want help with. But yeah, definitely don't overload yourself. Just have fun, give it a try. Oh, we need to dig this, don't we? Yeah, dig that out, and then we can plant more mealwoods. Not that we have enough seeds for this. We just need to keep grabbing more seeds, to be honest. That's just what actually needs to happen. That should do. The food is dwindling so quickly. I'm actually paranoid. Right. I am going to put a door here. And we're going to put the water sieve here. And we're going to plan out all of the bathroom stuff. I also need you to actually do the outhouses while we wait. Because, yeah, we're probably not going to get the research done first. Let's just plumb each outhouse once, and then we'll be fine. I guess the outhouse demand is lower than usual. Oh, look, it's actually going to take up only half the space. That's good. Oh, we need hydroponic farms. Let's definitely do that. We know what our pipes are going to do. So the input pipes are going to come along here. The dupes are all going in and out of the bathroom in one way. We made sure this was the case with these doors. So no one should be getting germy, right? Yeah, no one's germy now. Good. We'll hook these all up, and then we will take the polluted water and send it this way. Yes, I have memorized where all the ports are on these buildings. And then ladder goes here. And then we can dig this up as well. We do want to dig this up just with some airflow as well. Need to AFK to make food, but I'll be here to lurk and support. Thank you very much. Enjoy your food. I know how it is. Whenever I'm raiding people, I'm always like, I've got to go sleep. I've got to go eat food. You know. But yeah, it's all good. I'm not going... Oh, wait, we're on 0 calories? No! Okay, wait. Yeah, we're eating 10,500 calories with 5 dupes. Oh, God. Mush. No. No, we're fine. Maybe we're not fine. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll put micro bushes down here. Because we're going to have stuff down here anyways. Eat the pips. We don't have any pips! We're maidenless and we're pipless. Actually, we're not maidenless. We've got Catalina. No, we got Camille. Yeah. Digglebopper. Fucking hell. Am I really going to run out of food this early? I said we were going to go to 6 dupes. I'm beginning to think that was overly optimistic. Because these are going to take like 3 cycles to grow. They eat much longer and sometimes go back for seconds. Yes, that's why we actually put the shine bugs in here. We figured this out. They take twice as long to eat. That's so bad. Because the calorie intake rate is still 30,000 calories. And they need to fill up more each day. It's like every game players struggle to make food. Yeah. I struggle to make food anyways. I struggle to care to make food. That's the issue. Okay, look. I need you to... Okay, just stop. You know what? Don't even bother with this. You don't actually need to do those tiles. Let's do the one micro busher for now. We just need to keep digging. We need 10,000 calories per day of digging. Christ. Right, wire is going to go here. This is a weird looking wire. I can hear meteors already. I should probably be concerned. Right, this is done. I don't think this is going to actually erupt any more steam, so that's good. Bristle blossoms is probably also something we should do, just so that we don't actually run out of dirt, right? You know what, actually, just do this. You know what I would find really handy? Like a buried object overlay. We can get another shine bug and bring it in here. This seems fine. I'm actually just going to put a door here. Whatever. And then dig this. Mush bars. I don't think we need to make them yet. But we will have them... We will have them ready just in case we need them. But the reality is as well, we don't really have the power to do this. Ari's running on this the whole time. We need more research. We got the plum stuff. Right, we need the hydroponics for the thimble reed. This is important because we want the reed fiber for the exosuit. The thimble reed's gonna go here. Each thimble reed eats enough polluted water for like 24 dupes, I think. So we should only ever need one thimble reed for all of this. And the polluted water is... Oh, I need to reverse the friggin' sieve. Because the thing's going to get dumped here. Why are you giving an alert? Were you starving? Are you actually starving? You were. Christ. You're the bottom of the stomach, dude. You are literally going to starve if you miss a meal. Because you're going to store like 3,500 calories, and you eat 2,500 a day. Good lord. I'm very concerned. We actually need more mealwoods. We have 5 dupes. This is not good. Right, the sieve needs to be reversed, so... This needs to go here. And then the polluted water goes in here. And then the clean water comes out here. Oh, well... whatever. I guess we'll just bridge the polluted water down here. I guess it didn't really matter. This is fine. I guess I'll tar this because we need the algae, right? Oh, and you're building the pipe? Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, we just need to keep digging every single buried object that we can. In fact, look. There's more muckroot over here. This is... I literally don't... I think the digging is way more important than I thought. Because we literally have to dig to actually get to the point where we can grow the mealwoods. Because otherwise we can't get the seeds fast enough. Have people done max difficulty print until a dupe dies challenges? I think Carrie has. Good lord. I mean... I don't think we're going to let a dupe die. I'm not going to just keep printing dupes until one dies. We're just trying to see where we get. There's a buddy bud, by the way. That is actually important because the stress relief from a buddy bud is very helpful to us. Let's get down there. And we can grab some food on the way. That's why I'm trying to make sure we're bringing all the food over here as well. Okay. We kind of almost made it to our allotted amount of food. Getting there. We got a hatch. Now, I'm not grabbing this one. This is the forbidden one. Also, I guess we're actually just pitcher pumping out of both of these tiles now. That's fine. Okay, maybe they're not actually delivering all the food properly after all. I'm already despairing. I don't, like... I don't feel like we're doing badly, but, like... This is rough. I guess I don't want to build too much stuff in advance either, because we're gonna actually not have time to do the other tasks we need to do. Also, you didn't go to sleep, did you? I don't really want to give you more downtime, because we frankly need you guys to do a lot. But you are having to go further and further. I need to dig this up, like, immediately, actually. Oh god, now Dinglebop is going to do that one tile and then come all the way back. Okay. And then Ada's doing the other tile, so you didn't even have to come back. Oh god. No. No. Oh god. I'm just getting anxiety now. But that's fine. I'm going on holiday soon. That's why we're doing this. Right, okay, that's fine. And then I guess we'll go up there later. I think we may actually be alright. Let's keep looking for shinebug eggs, though. We got a couple down here. I don't want to grab any that are underwater. But I do want to make sure they're in all of the relevant rooms. So, yeah, do that. We have the hydroponic farm tile now, so I can go there. And then that's going to have a single thimbleweed in it. Farm station we don't need. You can't fertilize thimbleweeds. Nature reserve. I didn't even think about nature reserve. We've been digging up the whole map already. There aren't actually pips. Okay. Here's the funny thing. We have the 4 thimbleweeds over here. Should we, once this actually cools down a bit, actually just make this a nature reserve? That seems like a good plan. Do we need anything else? We've got the liquid pump. Where do I want to stick the liquid pump? Obviously, we could stick it down here. Do I actually want to do that? Do I actually want to commit to that right now? Maybe not yet. Maybe let's just stick it here for now. I will flood all of this eventually, but I'm not quite ready for that. Let's put a bridge here. And then the power wire can go here. Sure. That'll do. These poor hatches. Oh, okay, that's actually fine. Why are you drowning? Drown on your own time. Yeah, let's grab this. There's going to be a load of seeds in here. We should definitely grab a good chunk of these. We got the critter fluxomatic. Okay. We could use the critter fluxomatic to get a stone hatch pretty quick, if we felt like it, maybe. Or maybe a glossy Dreco. Or maybe a Paku variant. Do we want to do a load of stuff with goldfish? I think the answer is yes if we have a polluted water vent. I haven't seen one yet. Okay, so we're food positive today. That's good. I will just keep digging around in here anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Right? What am I doing? Ceiling collapse. Good job, Dinglebopper. You'll be fine. We got balm lilies up here. Should we do Drecos and Barb Lilies? We never do that. That seems like it would be worth doing. I mean, I guess the chlorine is a hazard, but we have ammo suits. Stop starving, Frankie. No, it's Ari. Oh, God. Feels bad. You know what? You can actually put a ladder here, and then we can actually dig over here as well. I'll dig these as well. And then what we can do is we can actually just set up the first of each of these to be plumbed and then swap them all out. Okay. I have got to stop printing dupes, but I want to kind of print one more. We got a food poisoning immune kitchen menace. Researching operator. That seems pretty good. We already have a list of things we've done differently if we start over. No, we don't. We're fine. We're fine. I knew food was going to be an issue. Food is going to be like the #1 issue, and it's because I keep printing more dupes. But I want more dupes. We don't want floral scent. Joshua seems passable. We don't need another doctor. I think we actually take Rowan because we don't have a frostproof dupe, and we want a decorator at some point, right? Shabby decor I don't think matters. Let's take Rowan. Okay, so Rowan can have farming because, like, I'm very aware that we're running out of food and we're probably going to want to multiply seeds as quickly as possible. So let's give Rowan... Okay, so Rowan's allowed to decorate. No one else is allowed to decorate except Rowan. And then farming. And then building. And then you can lower your building priority. Well, actually, you can increase it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. And we're going to stick to 6 dupes until we can prove that we can make enough food to support a large colony. So let's go ahead and do this. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, God. More mealworms! I am actually going to have to keep an eye on dirt supplies, aren't I? Fringe. Go ahead and do all this as well. We'll get the mealworms sorted out, we'll get the plum bathroom sorted out, and then I think we'll wrap it up. I just wanted to get initially acquainted with stuff today. But yeah, we're going to need 12,500 calories per cycle. It honestly feels like we should be doing bottomless calorie dupes. At least then we'd be getting a bit more bang for our buck. I don't know. Probably not. It's probably a terrible idea. Maybe if we ever come back to max difficulty, we should just do all bottomless dupes. Bottomless stomach. And then, like, have the max difficulty for food, have bottomless stomach dupes, and then just set everything else to normal. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how annoying everything else is. But yeah, we now actually do need to replace all of these buildings. One day of missing dinner is death. True. That's actually true. That's the other thing. It's like, if your food supply is insecure, like, they will die quickly. Because they will starve quicker. Once the dupe's in starvation range, they only need to be in it for 400 seconds to die. Wait. 1,000 calories per cycle. Cycle is 600 seconds. $240 seconds. 4 minutes. Mouth breathers, no. We already did mouth breathers. We did mouth breathers in our boreal airheads. That's on YouTube. I'm kind of sad that we kind of destroyed that run by accident. I mean, sometimes you do just fail a run. But we failed because we released a load of steam. They didn't suffocate. Well, they were going to suffocate. That's only because the steam broke the spawn. Neo, you're a treasure. You're a national treasure. Let's build some ladders. We need the sink to go here. Oh god, you filled all of these already. Okay, look, this needs to be priority 9 then. Oh, wait. Priority 5, this. Then you need the thimble reading here. What temperature is it? It is slightly warm. It's just about warm enough. Very tempted to plant the other one here, just because. Right, that needs to be priority 9. You are on the way to do that. You know what? Just deconstruct these. Don't clean them out. We haven't got time to do that. Let's just do all of these. You know what that means? Free PO2 courtesy of Morbs. Are you saying it's Morbin time? I think you might be saying it's Morbin time. That's a really old reference now, isn't it? that film has sort of died a cultural death, I think, at this point. I wonder what Avengers Doomsday is going to be like. I think originally people were really hyped for it, and now I think we're kind of thinking it's going to be some kind of colossal disaster. That's the sentiment that I'm seeing. Is that accurate? We get the achievement. Let's have a look. How's it going? Yep. Better bath. Yep. Royal flush. Yep. Okay. Good egg. It's a good egg. I wish it told you which Crittermorph it was. Not that it would ever make a difference, but like, it should be fine. And in case you guys don't know, I've explained this a lot, but we have a few new people today. So, how the plug bathroom works. Water goes in. Polluted water comes out. The polluted water runs through the sieve. You've got to make sure this is full of filtration medium. Maybe put a storage bin full of sand nearby if needed. The polluted water comes out as regular water. The dupes produce 6.7 kilograms per cycle more polluted water than regular water from the lavatories. The sinks are neutral. So you have 6.7 kilograms excess per cycle. So eventually the loop will back up. So you have a plant eat the germy polluted water because the plant output doesn't care about the germs. And the thimble reader is very good for doing this because it eats a lot of polluted water for a very small amount of space. And you want the reed fiber. It's not going to be growing constantly, but it's going to be growing quickly enough that it's not going to be a huge issue. Okay. Oh, God. We're just going to get like 10 million starvation alerts, aren't we? Also, starvation is actually a concern because, like, as we said, it takes less time for dupes to starve. That is a big issue. But we are at the point where the mealwoods are growing. And we have got people ready to harvest them. So perhaps imminent death is not quite as likely. I'm going to put dirt on the list. I don't normally put dirt on the list. We're going to put dirt on the list. Because let's face it, like, if we look at the mealwoods, each mealwood requires 10 kilograms of dirt per cycle. We require 60 mealwoods. That is 600 kilograms per cycle. Obviously, we have 51 tons at the moment, and there's more on the way. But eventually, we will run out. The key is to not starve first, and then we can think about better food sources. And a better food source would probably be a hatch ranch. We are kind of surrounded by slime. I don't want to do a huge dropper of hatches. Also, our base layout is all kind of whack in terms of, like, branches. Like, normally I like to lay it out in a specific way, and we're not doing that this time. So I'll have a think about that. Let's get field research so we can analyze geysers. I'm not actually that fussed about research at the moment. I just want to put the mealwoods in. That is, like, the only thing I care about. And then we can focus on the rest of the game again. Let's dig these. If we make a single bush bar, I'm going to be very upset. Like, because I've been aware the whole time that we need to do this. Oh, we need to grab the buddy bud too. Is that another buddy bud? Yes. Are these good germs? Yes. You can grab another buddy bud. I want you to get over here, and I want you to make a ladder here. It's always very sad when you don't see the teleporters when you remove them. Well, we're definitely not doing any space stuff this run. Feels kind of dirty not having the, Oh, what do I mean? Oh, God. There's so many meal words. How do I feel about fighter oil? I like it. I mean, on our current Sour Gas or Bust run, we have lots of slime production from Puffs. So we make a lot of fighter oil. And that keeps all the Bionic dupes nice and looby. So I'm pretty happy with it. Also, Seacomb is very good for fighter oil production. And the polluted dirt cost. On some maps, you just have so much polluted dirt. It feels like it's a lot nicer to use polluted dirt for Seacomb than for sublimation stations. Because the sublimation stations go through it so quickly. Or it feels like they go through it really quickly. I don't know. And then obviously you can make the biodiesel and get the tallow from that. We haven't really made tallow with the prehistoric planet pack. We're stressing ourselves out before holiday. Well, we'll see. We'll give it a fair shake. I thought if we're ever gonna give it a try, we might as well just try it now. There's no slime there. You need to sleep? Oh god, okay. The stress is still low, but they clearly aren't actually getting enough sleep. I think that means we're going to add another bedtime slot, just to make sure they get to bed on time. No, maybe... No, I think we do. I think we do. It's fine. By the way, of all people, I thought we would go for fish farming for food early. This is really early. We probably are still going to go for fish farming. We've done a lot of it recently. I've got to admit, I've kind of burned myself out on fish doing all this Tabak Showcase videos. Oh, by the way, the Jawbo video is coming out on YouTube tomorrow. It's already out for YouTube members, but it will be released at 1 PM British time tomorrow. Oh, god, they're idle. What do we want? Automation, I guess? Fire poles. Let's get fire poles. We obviously want a good fire pole. Am I just going to pour all the water in here? That way it's as far down as possible, and then we can actually get closer to the stuff. Maybe. Maybe we do that, but the issue is... Yeah, it's going to be hard to get there. Hold on. Right, we don't want to dig through the granite. Let's just do... Oh, there's a muckroot in here. Hold on. Let's do this. Grab the algae. Do not dig through the sand. And then dig in here, and then maybe we let the water out. We want to make them get to bed on time, make an extra time to stop bedtime. It was recently pointed out that bedtime is in fact no longer needed. Yes. So we've been thinking about this. So I used to give them more just to make sure they would do it, but you're right. We want downtime so they're actually A, getting the morale bonus, and B, doing everything else they need to do. We just need to make sure they actually finish all of their downtime errands in this window, and then go to bed. But yeah, I know that the dupes go to bed when they're tired. The problem is, if the dupe goes to bed when they're tired, they spend a long time walking to the bed and back. You still want the dupes in the base before they go to sleep, so they're not having to travel that extra distance for whatever they're doing. That is very important at this stage. There's not a lot of oxygen down here. Do I actually want to put an oxygen diffuser down here? We could very easily put an oxygen diffuser down here. Let's do it. You're full of water now, right? Yeah, good. Okay. I just want to get all these mealwoods done. I don't know what the thumbnail's even gonna be. Is it just gonna be rowing in like seas of mealwoods? Oh, we got them both. We got them both here. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Yeah, okay. They had the Rimworld mindset. They didn't need downtime either, and the morale didn't really matter as long as they weren't having a breakdown. Yeah, well, we know they are going to have a breakdown if we don't look after them this time. It's absolutely true. Do I really want to wait until I get to these gold volcanoes for refined metal? I'm not sure. Yeah, put the oxygen here, dig this, and then we can actually just grab some stuff. In fact, dig this too. Dig that. Nice. I see someone on Reddit asking for automated cryptid delivery system. First comment is on Regis Flux Ranch. Nice. I really like that you're vouching for me on Reddit. we have to get my builds in the consciousness of Reddit. I feel like it's quite hard. Like, I feel like it's quite hard to get traction from the ONI Reddit. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? Oh yeah. Leofar, can you link? Oh wait. I need to do the links. I need to do the links. Hold on. Let me find the video. This is a fairly old one now, but I think it's still completely valid. There were a couple where they've been sort of outdated over time, but I guess it's not that old. There you go. That's the Flux Ranch video. I take a part of design a bit by being in your stream. Yes, exactly. You help. Everyone helps. So the Jorbo video. Oh, we dropped a meal ice, really. So the Jorbo video is coming out tomorrow. We're gonna do a Rust Melter video to go alongside it. That's definitely the plan. Like it. I think we've got a pretty nice setup going here, just to get started on. It's quite a nice shot, actually. Oh, wait, I need to change something, don't I? I need to change these. Let's make them puce. No party dots today. We're doing this because we have the puce sync. It looks like a pair of lips. We gotta do all the random blueprints. That's the plan. Oh, I suppose we should make the puce other stuff as well, right? Yeah? Okay. We still need more mealwood seeds. I think we go to the end of the cycle and we wrap it up, because we've got a fair few decisions to make coming up. There's Dracos. I remember we have to like dodge around the Dracos. Okay, good news is we found the volcano zone. So this Skewed Asteroid specifically has a very hot single biome area full of hydrogen and gold volcanoes. So we want to get down there as soon as we can. So we'll dig this out, and then you've got oxygen there, and then we just start letting the water out, I think. I think I literally just let it drain naturally. We keep the tiles in place, and then we just see how it shakes out. And then we'll dig tiles as the water level drops, I think. This is obviously not very efficient yet. Especially, I've seen people dropping the food. That's why I put an oxygen diffuser down here as well. I really don't want people to drop stuff down a chute because of lack of oxygen. Right. Okay, let's just do it. So, dig this out. Dig that out, and then dig... Okay. I don't think that's going to go all the way up here. So I think what we do is dig this... and dig this. And then we go over here and we just dig this. Just dig all the sand. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. let's just watch the chaos unfold. Release the water. Get out of there. We don't actually need to run this pump anymore. We just needed to initially fill it with water. You can see that the loop is starting to back up, which means the excess water is currently running through the sieve. Eventually it will run through the thing. But that's fine. I guess you can dig this too. That's probably sensible. Oh, we need a ladder here. Okay. And I want to put the fire pole in. That's what I want to do. Right, let's speed 3 it now. I think we're doing fairly well. But no more dupes. We've got too many guys now. It's happened pretty quickly. Neo can have ranching, that's nice. It's a nice point to leave it at. We got a hatch egg. Amazing. Yeah. Release all that water. Release this, and then we'll just let this bit fill up. You're gonna get pretty cold. That's fine. As long as you don't get hypothermia, we'll be fine. At least the water isn't super cold. Right, dig this out as well. Oh, you've got a couple of these, haven't you? Dig these. And then what we could do is we can move the pump. No research. Okay, what do we want to do? We probably want to start on smart power. I think we want to get to the gold volcano first, and then we do all the refined metal stuff. So, how about just look at critter ranching for now? Yeah, let that in. And then let's actually go and keep digging out more stuff. Oh, have we missed something here? We have. Okay. I'm gonna dig that tile and then you can get in here. And I want you to keep digging up all of these tiles. Keep giving me buried food. What we got? No! We're not printing any more dupes unless they're literally like a boss. We have a super duper hard digger with immune to food poisoning and caregiver and doctoring, but they're a bottomless calories dupe. I don't think we really need him, but it's very, very tempting. This is a dupe where I would normally just take them in the game, and that's exactly what I would do, but I'm probably not going to take this one. Because then that's 15,000 calories per cycle. I didn't plant enough mealwoods for the friggin' bottomless dupe guy. If we print this guy, then we're going to have to get 8 rows of mealwoods. And all he is a digger. We don't really need that much of a doctor, do we? No, I'm not printing any of these guys. I'm going to have to put another row of mealwoods in, though. Which means I'm actually going to have to farm tile all of this. I should have farm tiled that all to begin with. I should just assume that we're going to extend this further. Okay. Well, at least they're not peeing themselves. Not that that's the constraint of this run, but, like, it would be nice for them to not pee themselves. And then we want to dig these plants up so we can get the buddy buds. That's something I want to do today as well. The buddy bud, I believe, is also a better... Okay, 20 degrees to 40 degrees. Yeah, it's warm enough here. That's fine. I think we should do something that is different to what we did in the previous run. I think that would be a good plan. Yeah, and they're getting heat resistant from the water. That's good. How would we know this is really a real Arisia stream? They didn't pee themselves? Exactly. Exactly. Wait, no. Not exactly. It's fine. Look, here's the official Arisia gaming watermark. It's the emoji, alright, where I pat whiskers. See that? Look. Very convincing, isn't it? Very convincing. There you go. I think I'm kind of just letting the dupes starve a bit, and I really shouldn't, because they're all going to start starving in a minute. We are growing the mealwoods. It's just not quite enough. Oh, I know what we should do. Life loaf. Make life loaf. I will tolerate life loaf. But this means we need a shinebug egg in there. So put that here. Doesn't seem like radiation has been an issue yet. So that's good. Super hard digging for Digglebopper. They're not doing it. I think I need to get you to stop researching. Yeah, I'm gonna get you to stop researching. I need you to do other things at the moment. Sorry. I can also disable this for now. You don't need to deliver stuff down there. I know you're starving. There is literally mealwood on the plants. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. Oh god, we're growing the mealwoods! Get off my case! Get off my case. Also, one could argue I should have put the micro emissions next to this water. I'll do you a favor. I'll put a pitcher pump over here. Let's see. That'll do, right? Yeah, do that. Also, we need to put the fire pole in. Stop making all of this priority 9. This definitely needs to go here at least. We're so narrow. We're always narrow on the food margins. This run was not going to be the exception. It will be fine. We're gradually accumulating more mealwood seeds. We have at least actually got some farming attribute on our dupes. You got some yucky lungs over here. Okay. At least the fire pole would be fairly quick to build. I guess we'll fire pole this stuff later. We don't really need to come down here at the moment. But yeah, every time they get a starving emoji, like, they're just going to come over here and grab a random muckroot. It's really harsh. Yeah, just keep grabbing all this. We actually need to grab all of this. Oh, I'm gonna hear the starvation ding-dong for like the entire run, aren't we? Oh, God. I mean, at least we moved the shine bugs into the rooms. We're doing that instead of smart power today. Making the nice loaf. I don't think it's going very well, though. We're gonna try, anyways. No, you keep getting interrupted. Oh, God. I was gonna wrap it up. I kind of feel like we're still a bit tenuous. Oh, I want you to grab the thing. Oh. I want you to auto-harvest the mushrooms, too. Because they're actually growing. Wait. We should totally just put mushrooms over here, right? We can just open this up later and get it to cool down as well. We're probably gonna want to do a bit of sleep wheat raiding, aren't we? Okay. I think we're definitely getting the higher difficulty experience. Like we wanted. Maybe we're going too fast now. I have a backup plan, by the way. I am actually going to do some Balatro tomorrow, I think. Look, I'm wearing the Balatro hoodie. There is a seed. There's a very interesting seed that people have recently discovered that I want to play and do on a seed showcase. And I want to do it live because I don't want to actually have a look at it in advance. I want to see if I can figure it out because people are saying it's impossible. And I don't think it is impossible. I think I've seen people actually do it. You had something like 15 duplicate deaths starting out on max diff. Oh, okay, that makes me feel a bit better. I've got to admit, like, you seem like you seem like a competent pro at, like, handling, like, the difficulty stuff. Like, so if you were struggling, that's a sign that I shouldn't be worrying too much. Okay, look, we found food now. That's good. Okay, so your flux video as well done. The exact opposite of my ranch velocity. That's your jam. It's a very good way to do it. Yeah, I like to do the droppers. I know a lot of people like to use the critter drop-offs and pickups, and I do that sometimes, but generally I like to just have, like, doors handle it if I can. The beginning was hard. Yeah, that's the impression I get. Right. Okay. If we can end a cycle on more than 0 calories, then I'll be pretty happy about that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is what we're going for now. That's enough mealwoods. Oh my god. No! What are we doing? I mean, I guess I did tell you to do this. This is like the definition of humble beginnings. the shy bugs helping their best. The mealwoods are on the vine. Fresh grapes, fresh from the vine. You know what? I think we probably actually don't need to do lice loaves now. You can terminate this slice loaf. Gross! You disgust me. Yes, disgust is the appropriate response to lice loaf. In multiple ways. A, for the dupes eating it, and B, for the fact that you're wasting water making it. Right. Okay, that was pretty good. We had 19,999 calories. Explain that. Right, let's do the... I guess you've got some spare time. Do the fire pole down here. We're gonna want to get back down here, aren't we? The ladder down here. You've got a little smidgen of oxygen, so that's fine. Okay, I'm pretty happy with where we've ended up today. Obviously, we need to do smart power at some point. We do have 20 tons of coal. We need to get one of the dupes off the wheel. Like, that's a lot of power being wasted. But I think the first thing I want to do is grab the gold from the gold volcano. Look, it's here. It's tantalizing us. You do incubator inside ranch, adjust ranch size accordingly. It makes repopulation irrelevant and saves room overall if you don't. Dedicate a room to population control. Nice start, no dead dupes. Congrats. Yes! No dead dupes. We actually grew enough mealwoods. I'm very happy about that. Terrible meal. Good job. Right. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. No dead dupes. That's a good sign. Yeah, I'll take that. So, what are the aims for the next 7 streams? So, obviously we want to do the gold volcanoes. We want to get sustainable oxygen. We probably want to do more diverse food options. I think we really are just trying to survive. We're not going to print a dupe every cycle, but I think we're just going to see how many dupes we can print. Yeah, definitely hatch ranches. Definitely Paku. If we could get a spawn going, then we can get off the algae for oxygen. But I don't want to do Paku until either we have a very large amount of mealwood seeds, or we get off of algae. So probably hatches first. But actually, hold on. Let's get a little bit meta. Let's get a little bit meta before we go. No, not that kind of meta. If we actually, just give me a sec. You guys are getting a bonus today. Let's see. Parisia Gaming Skewed Asteroid. This time we can directly compare. We can directly compare where we are compared to the previous run because we're on the same seed. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's actually just go to display capture. Okay, all right. Here we are. It's the puffed. It's the puffed. Look. We're officially confusing everyone now with the overlay. But if we have a look here, so let's see what we did. Set up yet. So we've got Mr. Puffed joining us today. Yeah, Mr. Puffed has taken over the stream. How are you doing, Cyber Gods? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this was December 2023. Yes. So we're back to Oxygen Not Included. I have okay, right. Enough of my voice. Let's put our music back on. That's gonna get really confusing. Let's just see where we got to. Let's see what we did. So we dug out to the sides again. We got a pay. Everyone's in the blue outfits. We did the beds up top. We did that this time as well. We actually spaced out our rooms slightly differently. Let's see. I don't think we were that creative. We just spilled that water immediately, and we were running it down here. So we prioritized that. That's interesting. Printing dupes. Yep, makes sense. Let's speed up a little bit. So, one bathroom, 4 beds. Yep, okay, makes sense. Nothing too creative over here yet. There is gas. Yeah, okay. Great Hall's on the side. Okay, that's fine. We put in 1 bathroom. We put in a shower as well. Oh, yeah, we should we should probably do showers, you know, for the morale and for the de-germing. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll make a separate shower room. I love how I'm now cribbing off my own videos. Ridiculous. Wait. What are we doing up here? We're going to the frozen biome immediately? Really? Why? Is this to make a freezer? Is it to make a freezer or just because we're bored? Okay, we prioritize digging down to the gold volcanoes really, really quickly. I think we were just keen to explore. The puffed. Yep, there's the sieve. Yep, we put the sieve in here for the bathroom. Oh, that's so gross. Like 1 bathroom above the other. Disgusting. Well, it's not that gross. Look at the pipes. See, here's the spaghetti that we were missing out on today. We did a nice, simple pipe approach today. Hydrogen power. Wait, why hydrogen power? Were we just running a electrolyzer? What? Did we just release a load of hydrogen? Oh! We looked at the seed. We looked at where the geysers were. And we found the hydrogen vent up there. Okay. We just completely ignored the hydrogen vent this time. Okay, that's funny. Zoom out. Zoom out. Where are we? Okay, so it's actually to the right of the... Oh, that's so far away. It's not that far away. Because the funny thing is, we are going to be behind where we were in the original run because we're too busy feeding all the dupes. So we can actually use this as a reference for what we're doing next. That's so weird. And then we got in here, we dug a load of algae out. Exploring around by the gold volcanoes. What? There's a random bedroom for Beep. Okay. There. Right. I think we've got to get the hydrogen geyser sorted out pretty quickly. That seems like a good priority as well. But we still have to think about what we actually need. Hydrogen for smart power seems good. We do still have coal. I think I just want to get the volcanoes set up first. Because all we need to do is let the gold drip out the bottom. That's it. Have it like because the gold will form a vacuum if it drips down the tiles, and then it's just a liquid with very low heat capacity. It's actually super straightforward to solve. So we got down there with the oxygen diffuser. Looks like we found a natural gas vent as well. And a polluted water vent. Oh yeah, that's true. There's polluted water vents to the right of the gold volcanoes. So you can pretty easily make a... pool of polluted water to dip the gold into. Good. Oh, and look! I talked about the critter tier list. No, this was someone else's critter tier list. Yes. Interesting. Yeah, looks like they rated Slicks as pretty high. Okay, that's funny. That's a good place to close that out. Right, well, there's Whiskers. What a funny moment that is. Looking at a previous stream I did 2 years ago on the same seed. We got a bit more done that time. But it's fine. We're on max difficulty. We just gotta survive. We gotta survive, and we'll do all the things that we did on that run in this run. Just a little bit slower. And maybe with some extra wrinkles. But that's fine. Right. YouTube's here. If you wanna see the previous 3 videos we did in the Skewed Asteroid, be my guest. We also have the Discord where we post builds, memes, etc. And yeah, we usually stream on Twitch between 7:30 and 10:30 British time in the weekday evenings, and that mixes up a little bit sometimes. Sometimes early, sometimes late. That's about it, really. Right, let's actually go raid someone. Who are we gonna go raid? Who are we gonna go raid? Anyone playing Oni? If you're still here from Carrie Actually's raid or John Megacycle's raid earlier, let me know. Thank you very much for your company. It means a lot. Nobody is playing Oni. Adam versus Everything is playing Oni. Let's go raid Adam versus Everything. I'm not very familiar with them. Let's see what it's up to. Food chip is on now, they're new, but okay. I don't know. Let's go see a big channel I haven't seen before. Feels kind of silly, but I mean, why not, right? Take care, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do all the things that I've talked about. Bye for now.